Then allow me to continue.
The story of our people. We are back at the traitors' hideout.
It was a success.
Sup, traitors?
The Jutland army has gained control of Isperia.
Well, just as planned.
It was faster than I thought it would be. I better finish up my article.
Next on the agenda, how the other world powers will react. I'm sure none of them predicted that Jutland would wrest control of Isperia.
Like a jolt from the blue.
You mean Bolt.
It's Bolt.
Bolt.
Definitely Bolt. Yes, right now we feel jolted. I won't say
He said
who's
jolt
to blame,
from the
though.
blue. Come on, man.
That was just a slip of the tongue. Go on, Saul.
Jutland has seized the Empire's largest supplier of Ragnite. Before the impact of this news dwindles, we need to do something regarding the world powers. Doing so will isolate Ruse from the others and weaken them. Swiftly, but surely.
Well, we got this grand scheme thing down pat.
Always the mastermind. We'll leave the thinking to you, as usual.
We have our work cut out for us. There's but one motto, everyone. Jutland has liberated Isperia. It was a deliverance from the Empire's tyranny and exploitation.
Liberation.
That
Liberation.
angle should make for a great article.
Yeah, Liberator's
Yes,
got
it
a nice
should.
ring to it. Hell, I'm feeling pretty libertine myself.
Or
Come
it
here,
could
Vi.
be. Oh my god. Ah! You scrub. You were a scrub. Oh! Damn, you got dogged, bro.
Those phrases originated from the traitors? Wasn't the Liberation War coined by Donovan Lindegard?
The truth is stranger than fiction. The traitors chose words that would give meaning to the war and appeal to all people.
Me, I would have called it vibration from the Ruzi Empire. That's just me. Oh.
Records indicate that an envoy from the Jutland Parliament arrived only 3 hours after the end of the battle. Under the pretense of rebuilding the Viceroy office Ruse left behind, he came to oversee the interim government. After they were colonized by the Ruzi Empire, the Ipsarians couldn't participate in the administration of their lands.
The envoy
Damn,
from
that
Jutland
sucks.
was Solomon the Traitor, who took action accordingly. He opened the Viceroy office to the public, gathered the citizens there, and spoke of Ipseria's future.
Who wants to be free? Raise your hand. I do.
Ladies and gentlemen of Isperia, I truly lament the hardship you have faced. You've been the target of many since the discovery of Ragnite in your lands. Even so, you did not break, and the country had flourished with the presence of your royal family. But the Ruzi Empire has extinguished your guiding light, and the royal family is no more. With their
So I
unending
am your
greed for
ruler.
territory and
Me.
dominance, Ruse has exploited you through intimidation. Faced with such a heavy burden, anyone would become exhausted and not question the rule of the Empire. But even your right to question authority was taken from you. Jutland was the same. Our country had given in to the suffering caused by the embargo, even began to accept this unjust situation. However, our brave citizens rallied behind our king, who broke the alliance and succeeded with a counterattack. Now our country's morale runs high, and the Jutes are regaining our pride. In this age of
Come,
turmoil
join
and
us,
uncertainty,
regain your
I am
pride
sure you
with
wish
us.
that the royal family was still with us. From now on, you are the main players. Each of you must rally Isperia in place of the royal family. Since your government has been in the hands of others for so long, I understand there may be some reservations. Therefore, Jutland will lend you its assistance. We started this war because we ardently hope to change Europa for the better. Both of us have felt the same pain caused by our common foe in the Ruzi Empire. As fellow men, we liberated you from their reign to return this country to the way it should be.
Hurrah for Isperia! Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Isperia!
Hurrah for liberty!
Hurrah for Isperia!
Hurrah for liberty!
Thank you, everyone.
Hurrah
Thank
for
you, truly.
vibrators.
To ensure that Isperia is never again
Oh,
invaded
shit.
by the Empire, Jutland hopes to stay in this country for a brief period and remain vigilant. As for the government, we will temporarily dispatch some people from Jutland to promptly get Isperia running. We wish to work together with your representatives to establish your country. Please lend us your cooperation.
Solomon's passionate speech, paired with the distribution of the anonymous flyers, touched the hearts of the people.
The hearts of the people. So what's to stop the Ruzi Empire from coming back and recapturing this area? I mean, really, Ruzi could probably just truck roll both Isperia and fucking Jutland. Just saying. Oh, look at this. They are free. Yes.
Within
like, I
Jutland,
did a damn
the
good job
traitors
on that.
skillfully influenced public opinion.
They keep calling him a
Crafting
traitor.
an easily understood composition, a tiny virtuous Jutland rebelling against an immense wicked Ruzi Empire. He planted the idea that this war was the righteous thing to do in the people's consciousness.
Sounds familiar. This is how evil empires get started. He's like, these motherfuckers are taking over our fucking land. Fuck this shit.
Meanwhile, ambassadors from each of the world powers gathered in the Ruzi Empire. There, they discussed the recent events with Emperor Claudius. Each country agreed that Jutland's invasion of Isperia was a violation against the current world order. All the while, they blamed Ruse for bringing about the current situation. Emperor
He's like,
Claudius, however, was
couldn't control
resolute
these
and
motherfuckers.
dismissed their protests, stating all was proceeding as Ruse had planned.
You know damn well you didn't plan this shit out.
Have you forgotten? Death itself bows to our imperial whim.
I don't think that is actually death. I think he just made a fancy ass fucking person that can
After
teleport in
Jutland
and out.
installed an interim government in Isperia, they soon set about to establish Ragnite supply routes. Basil the trader mobilized the leaders in the Ragnite industry.
A Ruzi counterattack is coming soon. I'd bet my balls on it. Jutland won't stand a chance against a full-frontal
Oh, man.
assault. That's why we gotta bring out the big guns. Let's show them what this industry can really do, boys. Time to ramp up Ragnite production, invest in alchemy, and develop monotech to catch the Empire with its pants down.
I understand what you're trying to say. It's the way you're saying it I take offense to.
Don't sweat the small stuff, Pops. Let me stress how vital it is to keep our momentum going. Not even an embargo could come between you and your profits. Now I want you to use that fortitude to amp up the military. I want to see our boys in battle packing some serious heat.
New weaponry.
You know what I'm saying?
But by losing Isperia, Ruse took a heavy blow. They know how
Gonna
serious
go bust some
Jutland
caps
is.
in these motherfuckers'
I don't
asses.
think we should escalate the situation. Violence begets violence, you know.
You
Shit, fuck
soft
that
or
shit.
something? Don't go limp on me now. We're up against a goddamn
Oh, yeah.
empire. We
Basil's
got this
my homie.
half-assed, and we'll be the ones getting bent over and screwed.
Damn. Basil's like, fuck that shit. Then go in here and bust this motherfucking ass. Oh shit. He's like, you have failed me.
Rise and be recognized.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Tell us, what did you see at Isperia?
I saw the Princess of Jutland.
What's that supposed to mean? Surely you didn't really spot Her Highness on the front lines, swinging a sword like...
That's exactly what I saw.
Oh my.
In addition, a powerful force defends her. They crushed our military's mono-weaponry with ease.
And? I heard you fought them.
Indeed.
Yeah,
They had
and I
special
lost.
weapons. One similar to the right arm that Your Majesty has bestowed to me. They were weapons that emitted a Ragnite glow.
Interesting.
New monotech, huh? Not bad. Even backed into a corner, the dogs of war still have a bit of bite to their bark.
He's like, man.
You still harbor
whatever.
doubts, young Maxime.
What are you referring to, sire?
Do not take us for a blind man.
Yes, sire. To think he would see through me is a terrifying man indeed.
Oh shit, he's pulling that Callan Kaepernick.
Questioning minds and hesitant spirits.
Better
seek
stand for the
answers.
damn flag, boy.
Very well. We shall abide.
Answers?
Victor, Gilouche, Gustav. These men served us well before we took the throne, and have proven themselves stalwart comrades along our path of power. Together, these worthy peers comprise the Grand Generals, save for Balthus IV, who was slain by Jutish hands.
I am aware.
Maxime, we would have you fill his lordly shoes.
Die just like him.
Do you mean
What?
to make Maxime a Grand General?
Correct. He is capable
like you heard what
enough.
the fuck I
What's
said.
more, we wish to judge with our own eyes the potential of alchemical augmentation.
This is absurd!
He's like, fuck you, Nick.
Forgive me, son. It is not my place to speak of such matters.
It's like, bitch ass
Suspect whether
motherfucker. I make the rules.
Question that money is evil. Doubt even if right makes might, but never lose faith in us. For we shall never forsake you. There is your answer. The secret to our success. In faith, there can be no hesitation.
What
That
arrogance.
sounds like a
A
cult.
confidence. But they are befitting of His Imperial Majesty. I don't
You're
know what the
conflicted.
future will
Don't do
bring,
it.
but I shall wield
Don't
my
do it.
strength for the sake of this man.
Don't stand.
Grand General Maxime, from this day on, take heed of your distinguished station and conduct yourself accordingly. Devote yourself henceforth to us alone.
As you command.
Ha! Wonderful! Welcome aboard, Grand General Maxime.
He might be able to survive longer than the last Grand General. Just saying. Oh yeah, got another chapter in the book done.
You're quite
See what's in
studious.
this book.
How splendid.
Oh, it's got extra stuff in here. Let's see, the commas. View this a bit. He's like, this is how I make the newspapers. I'm not part of the liberal media. I'm part of the traitor media.
The response to your column's been amazing.
Well, you did a lot to promote it.
What do you say to working for us again? You're single-handedly boosting sales. I'm sure we could swing you more money if that's what you want.
Nah, the freelance life suits me.
Fair enough. If you ever change your mind, just let me know. Honestly, Ever since you left, the whole paper's editorial tone has shifted slightly.
Oh yeah?
It's like no one's afraid to speak up anymore. I bet readers have noticed the change as well.
It's like
Just walking
the
down the
liberal
street,
media done
I
left.
can tell things are different now. Ever since we took back Molda, the fog of Ruzi's oppression has lifted.
Still, it would have been better to avoid war altogether. But since that ship's already sailed, I suppose the people who pushed for it must shoulder that responsibility.
You say that like you had a hand in it.
Of course not.
Just do what you do best.
Nah, I just wrote about it.
We're all waiting to see what you come up with next.
Ruzi Empire bends over backwards for Jutland after we kick their ass. Oh, we got a little dinner going.
The Wunderkind of Jutland's government has returned!
I'm terribly sorry for being late.
Worry not. We weren't surprised at all when the messenger informed us of the situation.
It sounds like you had quite the debate with that moderate Councilman Lindegard.
I don't think politics would make for an interesting topic at the dinner table.
Everyone wants to hear about it. We were just talking about the day you persuaded the king on the necessity of this war.
You exaggerate, sir.
No need to be humble. Many of those here once held office as well, and they'd never heard of something so counterintuitive. To think that war would be what shines a ray of hope on a closed-off country. And what happened? The gunfire at the Empire's towering base in Molda became the light that illuminated Jutland.
Lord Mankind, I understand your desire to praise your future son-in-law, but it's a letdown hearing you tell the tale. We haven't even had a toast to celebrate his return yet.
Oh, where are my manners? Please excuse me, Lord Ostrad.
Don't worry about it, Lord Mankind. In fact, I'm quite thankful for it. Solomon, would you do the honors?
Me, Father?
Don't keep everyone waiting.
Very well. At this time, I think there is only one suitable toast to give. To Jutland's victory.
That's right, to victory.
To victory!
Furthermore, I have an announcement to make.
What is it?
The hostilities have begun. With that in mind, I'd like to delay Sophia's and my wedding until after the war. Until the day Jutland seizes victory.
Solomon, what's gotten into you? Does Sophia know about this?
You gonna delay your wedding?
This is my decision, and it's the first time I've mentioned it. I'm sorry for not discussing this with you.
I had a feeling you would say that.
You talk as if this has nothing to do with you.
Father, Solomon is very hard both on himself and on others. He feels that it would not be right for only him to be happy during this time of war.
It's all right, Sophia. You don't have to go out of your way to defend me. Please excuse my selfishness. I simply wish to focus on changing this country.
So you're not gonna get married? Fuck that shit. I'd be like, yo, let's go ahead and get settled down. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'd have to choose marriage. Go ahead and get that out the way. See what my boy Basil's talking about here. Gotta say, this game's kind of started out slow.
The whole industry's starting to mobilize, boss.
Hell yeah!
But it's actually kind of picking up.
Getting busy. War's just an excuse.
That's good business, both for Jutland and the Ragnite biz.
Yeah, so we're gonna be going to drop some
Good to see you, sir.
holes off and then.
Keep up the hard work. But try to clock out on time, yeah? Don't make your mama cry.
Yes, sir.
Oh, damn. Basil be talking a whole lot of shit, I can tell.
While everyone's rooting for us to win big, now's our chance to rake in the dough. Don't get cold feet accepting orders, got it? Competition's already heating up.
You got it, boss.
Is this really all right, Mr. President?
Don't worry so much.
What?
If we don't ride out this wave, we'll be left high and dry while our rivals are swimming in cash.
But the higher-ups in the Ragnite Manufacturing Union were opposed to the war, weren't they? They stressed that instead of agitating the Empire, we ought to focus on negotiating for fewer economic restrictions. So, won't this lead to a direct confrontation with the Union?
Even better. I can finally outplay those tight-assed coots. It'll be perfect. That said, they do got a good nose for money. Chances are, they'll support the military as soon as they smell profit. And that's when the real games begin.
I get it. Okay, Mr. President, you call the shots.
And that's that.
Damn
Boss,
right.
What's our next step? Even if we take orders, we don't have enough Ragnite to fulfill them.
Leave that to our boys in battle. We keep winning, and we'll be up to our balls in blue rocks. Stick to your quotas, okay? On that
This
note,
dude loves
we're gonna
using
give the
balls,
anti-Valkyria
bro.
squad our full support. After all, what better advertisement could there be than an elite force kicking Ruzi ass with our weapons?
Basil is too hyped right now. He is way too hyped. Oh, I guess that's it for all this. Alright guys, you already know what's up. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode.